We add in the coffee, and then we fill it up with the orange juice. Oh, it looks like gravy. Oh my God, I really want to do this. Hello everybody, it's Barry here. Hope you are well wherever you are in the world. Welcome to our kitchen. Today we are testing 3 TikTok recipes that are quite quirky indeed. We've done some of these before. Today we've got some spinach pasta, some self-custarding, is that even a word? Self-custarding twist on baklava. And then we're gonna finish off with something that I'm either gonna absolutely love or detest, which would be quite fun indeed. But I think we will start with the self-custarding because it sounds blooming awesome indeed. But first things first, you might notice I've got my jeans on, the weather's changing a little bit, but more importantly than that, I finally saw the Back to the Future musical. I don't want to touch on it too much. It's in London at the moment and it is phenomenal. Any Back to the Future fans, non-Back to the Future fans like Mrs. B who came with me, oh, it was so good, like amazing, and I think it's going to New York next year, so if you're in America, maybe go there instead, it's a bit cheaper on the travel side. So good. Anyhow, custarding. It's called a filo crinkle dessert. So it's using filo pastry, which is quite a thin, delicate pastry. Interestingly, in the UK, we call it filo with a F-I-L-O, and I believe it's P-H-Y something. Yeah, P-H-Y-double-L-O. So I hope I've got the right stuff. It looks the same, it sounds the same, so that's a bit weird, isn't it? Now I'm a bit concerned because in a packet of these, it says 7 sheets and you need quite a lot to make this a thing. I mean, look at that. That's with it folded up because that's effectively what we do. Yeah, it might not be perfect here. And I did buy 4 packs of filo pastry as well. And we apparently fold it back and forth on itself like an accordion kind of thing. Okay, so you're kind of left with this, you see? Oh, it does fit in there neatly. All right, so we've got another one. Can you see that? That's what we're trying to achieve. We've got to get that all the way along the pan. I suppose in a way, if it just flares out a bit, that's okay, and we'll just fill it as best we can. The more I can cram in there, the better. I probably will, in fact, make it a nice fit in there like that. Okay, it wants to fall over, but as I add more layers in there, you get the idea. Hopefully, we'll jump to this, and in fact I might be able to just tuck in one more here. In fact, that was 3 packs. I didn't use all 4 because they can kind of fan out a little bit. We can move this. In fact, I have to take it all out because butter goes in a minute. It's folded either way and it's created these massive grooves for flavor and fillings. Now the problem with filo pastry is you really need to keep it cool or it can get dry and brittle and snap, which is I'm hoping doesn't happen here. But I've got some melted butter here and apparently we brush the bottom and then just kind of, I really want to get the sides out first and then, okay. Okay, this is harder than I thought it'd be. Yeah, that's better. Much happier with that. The butter does actually make it slide down a bit, but yeah, we have preheated our oven and it's gonna go in there. No butter on top just now, just underneath. So in this goes for the first bake, 10 minutes. All right, so that's the first bake right now. It will get baked again before we put on the custard, which we can do right now. Grab ourselves a bowl. In goes the milk, some sugar, 2 large eggs, some vanilla extract, and some cinnamon. So I'm just gonna shimmy a bit on there, like 2 teaspoons-ish. Okay, the first 10 minutes is done. I have not even peeked at this. Been making my custard, haven't I? Ooh. Ooh, wow, okay. That's browned quite a bit already. Ooh. Yeah, see? It's lightly charred, but there's quite a lot of bacon still to go with this, so I might reduce the temperature in my oven. It smells a bit like bread, actually. So all I'm gonna do is get some more of that butter from before and just brush it up and down, all right? I mean, this is gonna make it brown even more, but that's fine. But you can see there's these grooves that have opened up, and the flavor of the butter, and I guess the custard, the aim is to sort of seep. It's a word I used the other day actually on my lime drizzle cake. Into all of those columns? Let's call them columns. Which was a really addictive game on the Sega Mega Drive when I was growing up. Back in the oven, I'll lower it down, but it should go in for another 10 minutes. Let's see what happens. Ooh. Oh, here we go then. Can you see that's got a little bit more golden, but I'm still happy with it. So what we do now apparently is get the custard that we've made and just pour it all over the top, and you can sort of see it finding its way into those grooves. The only thing I will say, inside the channel, it's just completely filled with the custard, so maybe that's going to set around it and join it all together like some sort of baked glue. But we bake it again. This time for half an hour, turning it halfway through. Now we're going to jump to the second recipe, the spinach pasta. The spinach pasta I am really excited about. We have got a bowl of freshly washed spinach. We've got some plain flour and some olive oil. Now, if you've ever made fresh pasta before, you know it's just flour and eggs as a real basic thing, and obviously you can use spinach to flavour it, but instead of the eggs, we are using the olive oil and the spinach, and we stick it in a blender. I'm gonna have to do this in small batches, but if you've got a larger food processor, you should just whiz through this step. So we whiz that together. That's pretty dry. But I'll now add the olive oil in there and whizzy, whizzy, whizzy. Did you see what it did? This, although it's a teeny bit damp, is spinach pasta. So I'll do that 4 more times and probably put it in one big bowl together, making sure all the ingredients are in there. Smells like a garden. All right, spinach pasta dough is there, and just in case I've got some more flour to one side if I need it. What we're supposed to do now is take off little pieces of this, and this is why, yeah, I want to flour it a bit more. We want to roll this out into any shape we want, so you can roll it really thin, like spaghetti. I kind of like the idea of making it into like green bean size. And actually, the photo that I saw of this recipe made it look like green beans, so I think this is what I'm going to go for. And that'll be the pasta done. Folks, I decided to change my mind, and I've done quite a lot of them and just cut them in half, but of course you could do any shape you want. So we're going to cook that straight away because we need some of the pasta water once this cooks. That's going to go in with a sauce to really drive the flavour up, otherwise it's just basically, well, reboiled spinach. So we'll warm this up, and whilst that is going, I think it's time to get this out. Look at that, folks. Oh my gosh, that is it, fully baked after just over half an hour spinning around. You can see the custard the gap's gone now. It's clung inside those columns. Wow. But it's not done there. We put a syrup on there and toppings of your choice. So what I've done, I've turned my oven off, so I'm gonna put it back in the oven just to keep it warm whilst we work on this pasta. And I'm a bit behind in my prep for this pasta, but one thing I'm going to tell you is it is not going to take long to cook. We'll know it's done when it rises to the surface. Okay, doke, folks, it has been 3 minutes. Because I've made the pasta quite thick, I want to make sure that it's all the way cooked through. So obviously it's risen to the top, but I'm still going to push it a couple more minutes. That's just personal choice. It's probably okay, but I just want to make sure. It looks a bit like a green slug, doesn't it? I remember we're going to reserve a little bit of that water for the sauce, which we will start making now. We have got some butter, and this is 4 garlic cloves that I've just minced up. All right, that's starting to bubble away nicely, that butter. Push the garlic in. So we're just going to fry it in the butter until it's fragrant, so it shouldn't take too long. It smells amazing. So here we go. Let's drain this off. Oh my gosh. That is our spinach pasta and our green water. And I need 120 ml more of this to go with our garlic. We're gonna add in half of the spinach water. It is reducing down really quick, it did say it would. So I'll put the other half in. It looks a bit weird, but it smells amazing. We give it a good old sprinkling of salt, pepper, and some pepper flakes. Right, let's keep reducing this down. Oh, loving the specks of colour though, and in a minute that pasta is going to go in there to coat it. Oh, look at that. We've got to add it any minute, but hang on. It's just really, really bland. Hopefully this sauce will help. Some very strange shaped pasta, but I'm going to take it, and oh my gosh, already that is just glossing. Oh, I think I might like this. I'm actually going to take this off the heat because I want to try and get the dessert ready as well. But what you would do is just warm this through a bit more and finish it with parmesan. We'll do that at the end, so it's just going to sit here while we do that. Yes, our filo crinkle dessert has a sugar syrup on it. So in this saucepan right here is equal parts water and sugar. We are going to bring this to a boil to make a slightly thickened syrup that we drench on top of those crinkles. Mwah! It kind of gave me flashbacks of the clear bread video the other day, you know, when we had like that thing that looked like wallpaper paste. And someone actually told me this, that it could be a complete lie, but I loved it, that apparently starch was used as wallpaper paste historically. That might not be true, but I mean, it probably would have stuck, because trying to clean those pans was a blooming nightmare. If you've not seen that video yet, do check it out. That has been about 7 minutes. I haven't stirred it, but it has considerably thickened up. We've not darkened it. It's not browned in any way, but you could push that a little bit more if you want. Or I guess you could just put maple syrup on it or something like that. That'd be really nice. Be very careful and pour that into a jug. It's not completely clear. It has started to change colour a little bit, so not too bad. Right, let's get it on our warmed crinkle. It smells so good. And there's like little areas of like the cinnamon custard, like where it's risen and baked in and set in there. Ah! Right, syrup on. Almost sealing the custard in place with a sugary coating on top that, oh, it's just filling the gaps. This is amazing. I wasn't sure about this. And whilst it's still like that, we can stick something on it. I've got some pistachios that I just chopped off camera, and whilst that sugar syrup's there, it probably helped grip it to it. Right, should we have a weird drink? Folks, we are gonna make orange juice espresso. I'm not even kidding. Apparently this is one that went extremely viral on TikTok. You either love it or you hate it. It basically involves having some ice, and you can guess the other ingredients, orange juice, and yes, this is some espresso that I made actually in between getting that out of the oven, so it's still about room temperature, and they get combined together. And there is no perfect combination. Apparently it's your own free will until you find a combination that works for you. I'm guessing, in my opinion, 100% of one rather than the other, and I would be fine. Yeah, I need to make sure I get this right. So the most common one is about 3/4 of the way with orange juice, and then like a shot or two of espresso. So I made a little bit too much there, that's fine. And then obviously the ice goes in, you give it a good stir together, and you take a sip. Oh my gosh. Now I'm going to be completely honest here. I am not going to play around with the ratios. I'm either going to like it or hate it. And if you want to do that, you're more than welcome to. We add in the coffee, and then we fill it up with the orange juice. Oh, it looks like gravy. Oh, give this a stir around. Oh dear. All right, get a look at that. I know it looks strange, but honestly, the smell alone, just cook butter and garlic. But we grate some parmesan on there whilst it's hot. Now I am really excited to try this. Folks, it's been a funny few hours, hasn't it? I've missed lunch. This is going to be like an early afternoon snack for me. Let's go. Oh dear. I'm going to go for 2. It feels like a kind of gnocchi texture, but the garlic is clung on there and the pepper. Oh my gosh. I can't stop thinking about this. The smell is outrageous. It's a sort of smell that for me, I love it because I've been cooking the butter and the garlic. Anyone else walking into the kitchen right now will blooming hate it. Mmm. Oh, that is amazing. That is incredible. It's the sauce that's doing all the work. And it is like a gnocchi because it's, you know, a little bit thicker with the spinach just being the body of it, rather than gnocchi like potatoes and stuff. But maybe you could do it with other vegetables as well, and colours. Mmm. It's cheeky, it is very intense with the flavour. The garlic is the hero of it running right through it. So if you hate garlic, you're not going to like it. But that enhanced coat of parmesan on there as well just completely drenches it and coats it and brings it all together. And it is absolutely, I mean, it looks weird. It looks like the Ninja Turtles' toes, doesn't it? All right, stop eating it. That is really good. But do remember to keep the TikTok suggestions coming in. I have done quite a lot, and many of them have been your own suggestions. So thank you very much for that on your social media platform of choice. And remember to subscribe if you're not already. And if you are, make sure your notifications are turned on. All right, mate? Oh my God, I really don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. Oh my gosh. I shouldn't even want to pass that. That is actually not too bad. It tastes like it should be a cocktail though. It's really refreshing, I'm gonna give it that. I don't know if that's the aim of it, but, and obviously I'm having the espresso now, so I'm gonna be like Spider-Man for the rest of the day. I'm not gonna lie, after the first sip it was like, oh yeah, nice. But there is a little bit of a bitter punch to it towards the end. I don't hate it, which is like mind-blowing. I mean, should I? It's two things I like. They just should not be. I'll take it. Oh, the sugar's kind of done like a little, you can't see it too well, but there's like a very delicate sort of sugar glass on the top now. Oh, I really want to take it out of here, but at the same time, I'm worried there might be some sort of buttery residue at the bottom of it and it just go everywhere. So I'm gonna probably take a square out or something. Hopefully we'll get some good crunch. Can I get in there? Oh wow, look at this. Oh, look at that. The filo pastry still from the side, they're nice and fluffy. Look, you've got a caramelized, this is obviously on the edges, get an edge. Oh, all around there. And then a custard filling it there. Blimey, that is a big old piece. I don't need all of that. There's no custard in the bottom, it's all sat. All of that custard is in. Oh! That is incredible. And I think the fact that it's still warm just enhances it slightly. I've got to be honest, I can't taste the custard in there. Can I see it in there? It's kind of fused into the filo pastry, which I really wasn't expecting. If anything, I was anticipating it to sort of puff out and fill the gaps, but if anything, it's brought them together, and the central bit where it stayed fluffy, the custard is embedded in there with like a golden coating on the bottom, the tops, and the sides. That was phenomenal, but I think my favourite has to be the spinach pasta. So there we go, folks. Any of these recipes you try, do send me a photo on your social media platform of choice. I love to see them. Keep the suggestions for any new videos coming in. I love it. And I'll see you next time. Ciao for now. It now tastes like how I would imagine, well, rolling back the years to when I was 5, mud to taste. Oh, very bitter. Cheers, guys.